What if I told you there's a place where jagged Arctic peaks rise directly from the turquoise sea, where red fishing cabins perch on stilts above the crystal waters, and where the midnight sun paints the dramatic landscapes in golden light for months? Welcome to the Lofoten Islands, Norway's Arctic paradise, where dramatic fjords, white sand beaches, and picturesque fishing villages create one of the world's most stunning island chains. Hey eco-travelers! Welcome back to Eco Nomad Travel, your guide to the world's most stunning destinations. Today, we're venturing to the Lofoten Islands, an Arctic archipelago with towering mountains, pristine beaches, traditional villages, and landscapes so dramatic they hardly seem real. We're counting down the top 12 places that make the Lofoten Islands absolutely unforgettable. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our sustainable travel guides. And if the Lofoten Islands are calling to your adventurous spirit, show some love with a thumbs up. Let's explore this Arctic wonderland together. Ready? Let's go! Starting at number 12, Svolvær, the largest town in the Lofoten Islands and the main gateway to the archipelago, with charming harbors and dramatic mountain backdrops. The town serves as the transportation hub with ferry connections, the main airport, and bus services to all the islands. Explore the colorful harbor filled with fishing boats, visit the art galleries, and dine at the seafood restaurants. Climb the famous Svolværgeida, a two-horned peak requiring technical skills. Take boat trips to the Trollfjord or join the Midnight Sun tours in summer. The town offers hotels, shops, and museums. Is the urban base or mountain climbing your Svolvær priority? At number 11, Trollfjord, a narrow, dramatic fjord surrounded by vertical mountain walls, rising over 1,000 meters directly from the water. This inlet is only 100 meters wide at its narrowest point and 2 kilometers long. Take a boat tour from Svolvær, where the sheer walls tower above you. The fjord was the site of the Battle of Trollfjord in 1890. Watch for white-tailed eagles and seals on the rocky shores. The tight entrance creates exciting navigation. Winter brings the northern lights reflected in the calm fjord waters. The dramatic scenery makes this one of the most memorable boat tours. Vertical cliffs or eagle watching. What excites you about Trollfjord? Number 10 brings us to Ramberg Beach, a stunning white sand beach with turquoise waters that looks more Caribbean than Arctic, except for the dramatic mountain backdrop. This 1.5-kilometer stretch of white coral sand creates a striking contrast with the deep blue waters and jagged peaks. The beach is perfect for midnight sun photography in summer. Walk the entire beach, climb the hills at either end for views, and explore the tide pools. The water reaches up to 18 degrees Celsius in summer. Visit the nearby Red Ramberg Church sitting on a hill. The area offers hiking trails with spectacular viewpoints. Swimming or midnight sun photography? What's your Ramberg dream? At number 9, Utekleif Beach, one of the most photogenic beaches with white sand, turquoise waters, and dramatic rock formations rising from the sea. The beach stretches for about 1 kilometer with a distinctive heart-shaped rock arch. Visit during the sunset or the midnight sun, when the light transforms the landscape into golden hues. The beach is popular with surfers year-round. Camp at the nearby campsite or stay in the traditional Rorbu cabins. The beach offers facilities but remains relatively undeveloped. Walk to the rocky outcrops for elevated viewpoints. Utekleif perfectly represents the combination of beaches and mountains. Surfing or landscape photography? What draws you to Utekleif? Number 8 takes us to Kvalvika Beach, a remote horseshoe-shaped beach accessible only by a challenging hike. The 3-kilometer round-trip hike takes about 1 to 1.5 hours with steep sections. The white sand beach sits in a perfect bay surrounded by towering peaks, with waves rolling in from the Norwegian Sea. The remote location means fewer visitors. Camping is permitted on the beach. Imagine sleeping under the midnight sun or the northern lights. The beach faces west, making it perfect for sunset views. The hike starts from the village of Fredvan, with limited parking. Bring warm clothing as the weather changes rapidly. The effort makes the experience even more special. Remote camping or challenging hikes? What's your Kvalvika style? At number 7, Henningsvær, the Venice of the Lofoten, built on several small islands, connected by bridges with a charming harbor and an artistic community. This fishing village has transformed into an artist's haven, with galleries and cafes, while maintaining its working port character. Walk across the bridges, visit the Lofoten House Gallery, and explore the colorful buildings. The village is famous for its football pitch built on a rocky outcrop surrounded by the sea. Climb to the Festvåg viewpoint for panoramic views. Try rock climbing, sea kayaking, or enjoy the cafe culture. The village offers excellent restaurants. Henningsvær balances tourism with authentic life. Art galleries or harbor wandering. What's your priority? Number 6 brings us to Nusfjord, one of Norway's oldest fishing villages, and a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its traditional architecture. The village sits at the end of a narrow fjord with red Rorbu cabins lining the harbor. Nusfjord has remained almost unchanged since the 19th century, with the original boathouses and drying racks. Stay overnight in the restored Rorbu cabins. Visit the small museum showcasing the fishing culture. Walk through the narrow lanes and the old trading post. The village sits in a dramatic natural amphitheater with steep mountains. Despite its heritage status, Nusfjord remains a living village. The lack of modern development preserves the historic atmosphere. Traditional cabins or fishing heritage? What draws you to Nusfjord? At number 5, O Village, the last village on the road, with the shortest place name in the world, sitting at the southern tip of the Lofoten Islands. The name means small river in Norwegian. This preserved fishing village is now a living museum with the Norwegian Fishing Village Museum. Explore the historic boathouses, visit the bakery in a 19th century building, and wander among the red structures on stilts. Stay in the traditional Rorbu accommodations. The village offers stunning views across the fjord to the dramatic mountains. Walk to the nearby lighthouse and beaches. The village maintains its historic character while welcoming visitors with cafes and the museum. Living museum or the end of the road? What's your O Village interest? At number 4, Reinebringen, the iconic mountain hike offering the most famous viewpoint in the Lofoten Islands, with breathtaking panoramas over Reina and the surrounding fjords. The challenging climb ascends 448 meters with 1,964 wooden steps built into the mountainside. The steep staircase takes 1 to 2 hours to climb. From the summit, the view reveals the dramatic fjords, turquoise waters, red cabins, and jagged peaks. Visit during the midnight sun. For golden light, bring warm, waterproof layers. The new staircase completed in 2019 has made the hike safer and reduced the environmental impact. The challenging climb is worth the effort for the unforgettable views. Sunrise or midnight sun? When would you climb Reinebringen? Number 3 takes us to Sakrisøy, a tiny fishing village connected by a bridge to Rein, featuring the iconic red Rorbu cabins perched on stilts above the crystal-clear waters. The village consists of just a handful of traditional cabins converted into tourist accommodations, while maintaining their historic character. The vibrant red cabins reflected in the turquoise waters with snow-capped mountains create one of the most photographed scenes in Norway. Walk across the small island in minutes. Stay overnight in the Rorbu cabins with windows overlooking the fjord. The village sits between Reina and Hamnøy. The calm waters are perfect for kayaking. Fish directly from the docks. Sakrisøy represents the quintessential Lofoten experience. Rorbu stay or kayaking? What's your priority? At number 2, Hamnøy, arguably the most photographed village in the Lofoten Islands, with its iconic red fishing cabins perched on the rocky outcrops connected by a scenic bridge. The village sits on a small island connected to the main road by a picturesque white bridge. The classic view from the bridge looking toward the red Rorbu cabins, with the dramatic Ulstenden mountain behind, captures the essence of the Lofoten Islands. The cabins sit on stilts with wooden drying racks creating geometric patterns. Visit during the blue hour, when the village lights reflect in the calm waters. The location is perfect for Northern Lights photography in winter. Stay in the traditional Rorbu accommodations. Red cabins or bridge views. What captures your imagination about Hamnøy? And at number 1, Rain. Consistently ranked among the world's most beautiful villages, sitting on a small island surrounded by towering peaks and turquoise fjords. This tiny village of 300 residents has become the iconic symbol of the Lofoten Islands, with its dramatic mountain backdrop and traditional red Rorbu cabins. The village sits beneath the imposing Reinebringen, creating a dramatic amphitheater. Walk through the working harbor and the stockfish drying racks. Rent kayaks to paddle through the calm fjords, or take boat tours. The village offers restaurants serving fresh seafood and shops. Climb Reinebringen for the famous aerial view. Stay in the traditional Rorbu cabins with stunning views. Rainer represents the perfect combination of nature, culture, and Arctic beauty. Is Raina's mountain majesty your ultimate Lofoten dream? And there you have it. The top 12 best places to visit in the unseen Lofoten Islands. From Raina's iconic beauty to the dramatic peaks, white sand Arctic beaches, and traditional fishing villages, the Lofoten Islands offer Norway's most stunning landscapes in pristine Arctic wilderness. Ready to plan your Lofoten adventure? Visit us at economidtravel.com for detailed sustainable travel guides, hiking tips, and Rorbu accommodation recommendations. All the booking links for boat tours, traditional cabin stays, and Northern Lights experiences are in the description below. Which Lofoten destination captured your wild heart? Drop your favorite in the comments. If you loved this video, hit that like button and subscribe to Eco Nomad Travel for more sustainable travel guides. Turn on notifications so you don't miss our next adventure. Until next time, travel responsibly and explore with purpose. See you in the next one.